What are we looking at here?
A primitive rendition of the goddess Athame. She's speaking to her ancient Asari followers. I don't think this is the artifact.
Do you notice how Athame looks Prothean?
What? But that can't be.
It is, and it was. We were here in the beginning, watching you grow. Athame was us.
A page from one of our earliest religious texts, the Athame Codex. Not very useful. It talks about Athame's guide granting us the gift of biotics as a reward for worshipping her.
That gift involved years of genetic research.
This is almost too much to take.
It's strange. The Reapers killed the scientists, yet the security barrier was active when we arrived.
Could this be the artifact?
I don't think so. That's a sculpture of Lucen, one of Athame's servants who walked among my ancestors, bestowing knowledge.
And you don't see the resemblance? He was no servant of an imaginary goddess. He was Prothean.
Could this be the artifact?
I don't think so. It's the goddess Athame's sword. Myths say she wielded it against the jealous gods who threatened our ancestors.
They were a race called the Ouroboros. Thessia had vast resources. We protected you from them.
But nothing in my studies has ever suggested Prothean involvement in our past.
Then you didn't study hard enough. For something as important as this artifact, there should have been failsafes.
What's this?
The goddess Athame's shield. Legends say she used it to protect Thessia when the heavens grew angry. Our ancestors were probably misinterpreting a meteor shower.
It was an asteroid strike. We deflected it. Your gods were feeling kind that day.
Just keep looking. What do you know about this?
A fragment from the Codex. It's not what we need. It describes how Athame's guide Janiri gave my people seeds. He taught them the seasons so they could grow crops.
We didn't want you to starve.
It's the goddess Athame again.
You can still believe that, but it won't change the truth. I believe we are missing something. Their throats.
What happened to them?
They've been slit. The Reapers didn't do this. We're going to have to figure this out on our own.
Who's that supposed to be?
It's Athame. Her image became more like ours over time.
You mean your ancestors tried to hide the truth?
I'm still not willing to believe any of that's real.
Then why does Athame speak Prothean?
What do you mean?
There is something here. I can sense it.
In this temple? I admit it is strange this place has been so well preserved. Though Athame does have great historical significance, we once believed our gods were separate from the world, looking down on us. There is a universal energy.
Ah! There's a Prothean beacon here.
What? You're sure?
It's not something you forget.
But why hide it?
The answer is obvious. Power and influence. Your people are holding the knowledge of my race for their own gain.
That can't be. I can't believe my people would keep this a secret.
Well, if it is true, the Asari should have shared this knowledge. We might not have been in this mess if they had.
You don't know that, Shepard. We don't know what's going on here.
I know we don't have much time to find out.
The few records I can access talk about tapping into Prothean data streams, reconstructing matrices, none of which I see here.
I do. The activation process. has begun.
By the goddess. Literally.
Look around. There must be more of these connections.
Incredible. The beacon seems to think you're Prothean, Shepard. It must be the cipher you got back on Pharos years ago.
Or it could be the Prothean standing next to you.
There's only one way this ends. Target the supports. Cerberus thanks you for all your hard work.
Shepard! Hang on!
This is Shepard. Give us your location.
I repeat, is anyone on this frequency?
We read you. Give me your
The lieutenant's down. Our whole zone is collapsing. What happened to Shepard? Did they make it to the tempo? I saw them. Wait, I've got to rewind out. Please, is anybody there? Wait, guys,
Commander? Counselor? The mission...
We've lost contact with Thessia. It's gone dark.
How soon will the Crucible be ready to deploy? Counselor, I wish the news was better. We didn't get the information.
what happened?
Cerberus was there. We were defeated. We don't know how to finish the Crucible.
I don't know what to say. What was the situation on Thessia?
Deteriorating fast. The Reapers are there in strength.
Then you'll excuse me. There are preparations to make, continuity of civilization to consider. I never thought this day would come.
None of us did. Sorry. Any word from your family?
They made it off Palaven. It was tight, but they're okay.
That's fantastic. That must be a weight off your shoulders.
It is. Though this being a war, one burden replaces another.
What happened?
I just had to make a tough call with the Primarch. He said our fleets are being decimated, so I advised him to cease all offensive operations against the Reapers.
A full retreat?
The only way to save Palaven now is to hold our ships back for the Crucible. But if I'm wrong, then a lot of other Turian families won't be as lucky as mine.
That's a hell of a gamble. No other options?
If there are, I can't see them. It all comes down to the Crucible now.
And ruthless calculus.
How are you holding up, Shepard? This all has to be taking a toll.
There's only so much fight in a person. Only so much death you can take
Before a certain Turian with no romantic skills to speak of tries to cheer you up.
Cheer? Coming from you?
Mood swings. Don't worry. We'll get through this. We always do. Not something you can ever get used to. Seeing a world go down like that. Thousands of years of civilization on fire. But it wasn't your fault. Thessia was already gone by the time we got there. And maybe the elusive man did win one, but so what? I've lost a few fights in my time, and I'm still here. It's because I always made sure that a battle doesn't make a war, Shepard. We're still in this. Have you checked on Liara? She must be devastated. That's not something you ever forget. Shepard, this is when you take all your anger and frustration, bottle it up, then use it to rearrange every molecule in Kai Ling's body. You'll get your chance.
Those were all lies back there.
They were not.
My people weren't animals for your kind to experiment on.
You wanted to know more about your history, Asari. Now you do.
I have a name. It's Liara Tassoni, and I'd have...
Hey! Settle down.
My home was just destroyed, and all he can do is gloat.
Given what's happened today, I think you owe Liara an apology, Javik.
Apologize for the truth?
For not doing more. You're a Prothean. You were supposed to have all the answers. How could you not stop this from happening?
We believed you would. Long ago, we saw the potential in your people. Even then, it was obvious. The wisdom, the patience. You were the best hope for this cycle. So you were guided when necessary.
Well, it didn't work.
You're still alive, aren't you? Your world may have fallen. But as long as even one Asari is left standing, the fight isn't over.
I guess that goes for Protheans, too.
Despair is the enemy's greatest weapon. Do not let them wield it. Liara Tassoni.
That was... unexpected. Thank you.
We still need her talents. If grief overcomes her, she will be lost to us.
So did you actually mean what you said?
Does it matter?
Liara's been a good friend to me. It matters.
Then I will tell you what you want to hear. I meant what I said.